back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Paul Branch with Superior Livestock. Paul, thank you very much for being on this morning.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thanks for asking me.
Well, you know, we talk all year long, I feel like, about getting out here to these summer sales, and then we get out here and, you know, it's such a great time. But, you know, you've have some history with Superior Livestock, and you've seen these summer sales kind of evolve. What kind of an evolution have you seen over the years as we continue to build these summer sales and continue to build in number of consignments, but not only that, in number of sales?
Well, yeah, you know, there were, in fact, when we first started Superior, we didn't even have any sales in July and August, because traditionally the marketing of cattle just came to a halt in the summertime. It was too hot. And I mean, it was the weekend in the Rockies, you know, and now it's the week in the Rockies. And of course, we've added the sale up here. I think we've had Winnemucca for quite a while, but we didn't have near the number of auctions back then that we have today. Yeah. And of course, the quality of the cattle that we sell today is just, I mean, there's no comparison, you know, compared to 30 years ago. And the genetics have just improved so much, the performance of these cattle, and of course the technology of Superior. You know, we were still pen and ink, you know, and legal pads, number 2 pencils back when I started. So just the technology, you know, I'm as lost as a snowbird in hell today when it comes to stuff that these guys are doing with all the computers and stuff.
Well, there's been quite a few changes in the industry, and you know, I think that's important that you bring up the genetics. And you know, we had the Burnett's on earlier, and they were talking the same thing. You know, they come out, they've been selling cattle with Superior for 14 years. They believe in coming out and being out here ringside and watching their cattle sale. But not only that, then they are watching their neighbors sell, and they're seeing their neighbors' cattle, and then they're taking that back home and making their cattle and their herd better.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, and the cream always comes to the top. And in a tough market, you know, the good ones still sell well. That's I've seen that year after year after year. No matter what the market is, the good ones, these guys that have gone out there and spent some money for the bulls and looked at their performance, they come to the top. And
they do, and you know, it's always great to see them out here. It's always great to put a face with a name. We've got lots of great buyers out here, so it's always a great opportunity.
You bet. You know, there was so many years that I was real good friends with buyers that I wouldn't known if they'd walked in the door. Yet I talked to them on the phone for 15 years, you know, and got to know them and their wives over the phone and their kids and everything else, and wouldn't know them if they walked in the door. But we were good friends.
It's great to do that. We enjoy this summer run. I appreciate you being on this morning and taking us back in a little bit of Superior history. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show with world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade.